What's going on, everybody? This is Jeremy here. I have another top 5 video for you. And today's top 5 is going to be the top 5 breakfast cereals. Okay, so the top 5 breakfast cereals. Now, just before we get started, I love cereal. I mean, I used to eat so much cereal as a kid. You know, there's just so many different flavors, so many different brands, so many different just cereals out there, and it was tough to put a top 5 together. I mean, I pretty much already knew my top favorite cereals, but as far as, you just have so many that I was like, okay, I just kind of had to, I couldn't really just put this together. I had to, write some down, and I'm going to have some honorable mentions as well. But now this is just my list, this doesn't mean, oh, these are the best cereals, I mean, we all have our different opinions. But for me, in my opinions, these are the top 5 cereals of all time. So let's get started. Number 5 on my list, I have Quaker Oatmeal Squares. Now, I don't know what it is, I love this cereal. I haven't had it in a while, but I just remember, I love this cereal. It put out by Quaker, and, I've always loved oatmeal, the instant oatmeal, and the Oatmeal Squares. There's just that it has just such good flavor. I mean, it doesn't. I wouldn't even say it tastes like oatmeal. It just has some that cinnamon. Sometimes you can get cinnamon oatmeal squares, or I mean, it does taste like oatmeal, but it is sweet, and I love them. I like the texture of them. I love. I could eat them anytime. So. That's on my top 5. Number 5, Quaker Oatmeal Squares. All right, number 4 is a cereal that I believe that they stopped making nationally. I know around here there was a local place that you could get it, but as far as the major supermarkets, they weren't selling this anymore. But my number 4 is Waffle Crisp. Now I loved this cereal. It's been a while since I've had it. But it tastes so good. It does taste like a waffle, like you're eating these mini waffles for breakfast. Now, Waffle Crisp was put out by Post, and they've been, they were really good cereal. I mean, I remember I used to get it a lot, and I loved it. They should just bring it back. Bring back Waffle Crisp. Have all these different flavors. Different whatever. But that's my number 4, Waffle Crisp. All right, getting down now to the top 3. So my number 3. We have Fruity Pebbles. Now, I love Fruity Pebbles. Just the flavor, it is very sweet. I think that's the reason why I love it so much. And Fruity Pebbles is also put out by Post, which, they've put out so many good cereals. But Fruity Pebbles, I mean, if you don't like Fruity Pebbles, then, I mean, it's just, they taste so good. And, I mean, I had to have it in my top 5, I could probably eat a full box at once, probably, if I really wanted to. But no, but it's such a good cereal. I used to love Fruity Pebbles. They're definitely one of my favorites. So Fruity Pebbles. All right, number 2 we have is Reese's Puffs. Now I love Reese's, the candy, my favorite candy of all time. And the Reese's Puffs. I mean, now it's not like they taste exactly like Reese's, but they have such a good flavor that I love it. I could eat this anytime too. Definitely, growing up, we used to get Fruity Pebbles a lot. I definitely growing up, we used to get Reese's Puffs a lot, and I ate them a lot, and I loved them. And Reese's Puffs was put out by General Mills. That's the brand that put out Reese's Puffs. Such a good cereal. My top 2, my number 2. So before I get to my number 1, I thought I'll list some honorable mentions. Now this one, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I love it. I wanted to put it on the top 5, but I just couldn't. I had to put Oatmeal Squares in there. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I have Cocoa Puffs, Honey Bunches of Oats, Life, the Cinnamon Life. I love that cereal. Cookie Crisp. Trix is good. Trix used to be good, but I think lately they haven't. I don't know, it seems different now, but Trix, you know what, they're good. I have them as an honorable mention. And Lucky Charms as well. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Lucky Charms, but I did like them, and I thought I'd put them as an honorable mention as well. So now to my top cereal of all time for me is Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. Now, as far as Captain Crunch in general, they have so many good ones. You know, you have the Captain Crunch berries, but as far as like Captain Crunch, Peanut Butter Captain Crunch was my favorite. It's definitely my favorite cereal of all time. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the peanut butter. You know, I love peanut butter, and it just tastes so good. It just tastes really, really good. And Captain Crunch is also, it's put out by Quaker as well. And you know what, come to think of it, I never knew that it was put out by Quaker. I just saw that now. So how about that? It's something I just learned. So anyway, Captain Crunch, the Peanut Butter Captain Crunch, my top favorite cereal of all time. So now, what are your favorite cereals of all time? There's just so many out there. You know, it was hard to pick a top 5, but you know, what are your favorite? What's your favorite cereal? Anything that any of these that would have been on your list? But you know, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.